Greetings, vessel of the adversary. Greetings, vessel of the adversary. I was under the impression your kind had gone extinct. To my understanding, the research team decommissioned every model at the end of the war. The war to slay the last god left in the world. Surely, you must have heard of it. Yes. After the war, the researchers shut down their experiments and sequestered themselves from the world. They hoped to, and I quote, wash away the sins they had committed in the laboratory. They left Kalos the Guardian on watch, and constables like myself to maintain order. They had hoped that would be enough to keep their technology out of the wrong hands. Then, the Guardian fell. And just afterwards, the strange airships appeared. Somehow, the intruders knew what they were looking for. They spread out and took the residential district with precision tactics and coordination. As for the other Guardians, they were, of course, originally intended to protect Odium. But the intruders have rewritten their protocols and turned them against us.
What about the tech in the lab? Is it still there?
The intruders don't already have it, do they?
No. They have only taken the residential district so far. For the moment, the laboratory remains secure. Several constables have barricaded themselves inside. I believe they are devising a strategy to retake the residential district. Unfortunately, the intruders have captured multiple constables and are interrogating them as we speak. I managed to escape from their interrogations. I expect they will find me again before long. I had hoped to find a way to reboot the Guardians and restore their previous firmware. Instead, I have found you. After all this time, for a vessel like yourself to arrive in Odium at this precise moment, that is a highly improbable coincidence. I believe the researchers would have called it destiny.
Did somebody break that thing? Or did it just trip? Stupid old men making all these junk robots. So, is Darmore's maid here yet? Supposedly, she knows how to get into the laboratory. We should just call her up already and quit wasting time out here.
Have a little patience, sister. Remember what Father said? Don't push Darmore. He's an important client. I think we can assume that applies to his people, too. Wipe out the constables or don't, but watch the attitude, or there's going to be trouble. You know what Father does to things he can't control.
Oh, shut up before I rip out your memory chip and toss it into the sea!
Father, I'm sure you heard that.
They know a way to open the door? And they wish to destroy all constables?
Hey, Darmore's maid. You think that's...
Hey there! The crazy sister's gone now. You mind stepping out? It's been a while. You should at least say hi, don't you think? So, how have you been? Honestly, I didn't think you'd get here so soon. Did somebody help you along? I wonder who. I mean, not that you tell me, right? That's right, Laha Angler. I don't think you've met her before. She's on the simple side, never listens. Honestly, I worry about her a lot. My little brother didn't listen either, but at least he was cute. I mean, his face was ugly, but I shouldn't have made fun of him for that. I regret that now. Anyway, speaking as Laha's sister, I'll just warn you now. You do not want to cross her. She doesn't know how to use her words, let's put it that way. Oh, wow! That thing standing next to you. Is that one of the old men's dolls? Just like always, still getting attached to lifeless objects. Same as back in the desert. But you really ought to stop trusting people so easily. Well, hey, thank you for cheering me up. In fact, I'm so busy with Father's work, I'm going to look the other way while you leave. You wouldn't change anything by sticking around. Good luck out there, warrior of the Alliance. Well, we're not sneaking past that.
Indeed. We'll definitely have to break through. Any ideas? Fair strategy. All right, I'm on it.
All right. This one's for the Empress. Let's go. Be careful.
So, you're the one who's been giving my family a hard time. I mean, I'm not mad about it. They're all jerks anyway. I am a little disappointed, though. None of them could take you? Wow, they suck. See, I'm different. Father should have sent me here in the first place. I'm a 100% android. If I'd been here, Kalos would have been putty in my hands. And I definitely wouldn't have let you go. Stupid Nikki. He got off easy. Trust me, if you ever run into Father, you're going to wish you died. All right, just preemptively, this is self-defense. You're trying to get through this door, I'm here to guard it. Whatever happens next is on you. And I am not as careful as I should be with human bones. Don't worry, though. I'm not gonna kill you. Yet. Wait a minute. Do you even have the God Sphere? And you call yourself an adversary? Ha! I thought you were supposed to be the special one. What did my sister ever see in you? Or my brother? Or father? Are you okay?
Ah, right. That's the crazy sister. She looks a bit miffed. Glad you're okay.
Quickly, all of you. We have a chance to open the door. You are a vessel. No door in Odium will stay locked for you. If you meet the other constables behind the door, tell them. Tell them the residential district is still in danger. I have done nothing but stay behind you since we met. Allow me to correct that error and fulfill my duties as a constable.
Wait, the door's open? Oh no, you get out of my way right now!
I did warn them not to cross her. Anyway, Father, we're on schedule.
Listen, I understand how you feel, but let's not jump to conclusions. I can personally vouch for our friend here. Is this your first time meeting me? Well, nice to meet you then. Oh, I'm nobody special. I just happened to be passing by. And someone asked if I could lend you a hand.
April. What we do here is no less than what the world demands of us. An end to the rampages of wild, unaccountable gods. So to confront the last god standing, we'll unite the god sphere with our adversary of the gods, whom we'll awaken here in Odium. Most of our candidates come from outside, but not all of them. Even within our own research team, there's one potential vessel. Her name is Kaling. Personally, I have my doubts. Her scientific achievements aside, it's uncertain whether she'll be compatible with the God Sphere, or whether her body can withstand all the trials. You're sure you want this? You understand it's going to be extremely dangerous. You might live in pain for the rest of your life, if you live at all. And more than that, you'll almost certainly lose your sense of self. Your experiences, your memories of the people you love, you might not have anything left. There's a flaw in our methods. Our vessels always end up losing their egos. The repeated experiments, the harsh trials, it strips away what makes them human. Their individuality, their values, all gone. All except one thing: their tenacity, their sense of destiny, of purpose.
Listen, I might not be the strongest or the toughest one here, but nobody wants peace more than me. And if I can contribute to one success, one step toward that, I'll be okay.
She knows the risks, and she still insists she'll be okay. I think I might actually believe her. June. Kaling, did you make these? What are they?
They're cute, right? Here, look! If you touch them, they'll move. They're robots! We're going to send them down into the world to eat all the monsters!
These 4 little things are going to do that?
They're not little! Well, they are now, but they'll get bigger. See, first they're going to eat little monsters like magpies and rats. And pretty soon, they're going to have hundreds of them, all stored up in their tummies.
And then what?
Then we do a new experiment. We've got the vessel, we've got the God Sphere. All we need is a power source, right? What if we could fill the vessel with the power of all these monsters' life force? Best adversary ever, right?
I shouldn't have been surprised. I should have known what would happen. But no one wanted to believe it could happen. Not to Kaling. She's already begun to change. I can already see the threat of her monster-eating machines, designed to store up ever-increasing power. November. Undun, Kyungki, Tau, and Taotie. They're calling your machines the Four Perils. Did you not hear me? Your robots are monsters now, and they're hurting people all over Grandis. This experiment's a failure. You need to pull the plug right now.
Oh, shut up. You're really gonna call it a failure? Why? Four Perils hurting people all over Grandis. So what? Grandis has a new war every other day anyway. With or without me, that place is a death trap. Always has been. You gonna tell me I invented poverty next?
You...
Ugh, look, back off and watch a little bit longer, okay? Once I combine all the monsters' power, it's gonna pay off. Then you tell me if it's a failure or not.
She didn't get what she wanted. Before her creatures could gather enough power for her, the last god's time came to an end. With the gods out of the picture, all the other team members, even the ones who'd turned a blind eye before, agreed that the Four Perils had to go.
No! My work! My power!
Kaling was sealed away. As far away as possible. And that's all I'll say about that. Then we cleaned up the Four Perils. One of the lab's last vessels took care of that. And that's how our research ended. With yet another sin.
Hey there, welcome back. Finished reading? Judging by your face, that's a yes. Of course, I've been here before. I'm not a ship, if that's what you're asking, but... Oh, they wrote that down? Ancient history. No longer relevant really now that Kaling's back and the Perils are awake again. She's already acquired 2 of them, you know. The good news is, she'll never have all 4 of them at once. The old geezers took care of one, and the other is more or less permanently glued to my pupil. My pupil won him over. He's just...
How does that fit with what we saw?
We know the company tried to hack Kalos. They couldn't do it for long, but they did get in for a little while. Now we also know the constables are physically weaker than Kalos. Maybe their cybersecurity's weaker too. And if so, the company could have the skills to take them over completely.
If that's true, then...
Yep. Everything we saw in that district was 100% company-controlled.
Is this the first time we're actually meeting in person? 'Cause I think it was you that broke into my lab that one time. You wrecked my test subjects while I was away. That was rude. I mean, they were failures anyway, but still. I appreciate you helping me get back here. So, to thank you, let me show you around a little. Let's see. I know they left some rejects around here somewhere. Ah! Here, I'm gonna go. You play with these guys.
Ah, yes, here we go.
Look out! Now for a little power grab. It makes sense now why there wasn't a trace of you anywhere. Even in places no one was ever meant to find. Even down in the darkest little secrets. You're the one no one could ever track down. Hundun, the fourth peril. I thought the old men might have had a hand in that, but... using my monster as a battery? That's some nerve, even for them. Tautier's just dead weight now, with that other vessel in the mix. But Darmor can help me get around that. And Hundun, you're different. You're the strongest of all. I'm so glad I never gave up on you. Wait a minute. Did those jerks actually fuse you with the God Sphere? Did they forget what happens if they put a God Sphere into something that's not ready for it?
I wondered where you wandered off to. I didn't know this place was here. Nice work with the stairs. And thanks for finding it for us. I can see why Darmor keeps you around. But where's your sense of business ethics? You made us a promise. Anything relevant to the power of the adversary would be ours. But here you are, trying to squirrel it away for yourself.
No! You made a promise to give me anything to do with the Four Perils!
Ah, right. We did say that. Good point. Here's the thing, though.
Really?
You shouldn't think out loud so much. The God Sphere? A big enough battery to run the whole place this whole time? If Father knew about that, he'd have made it priority 1.
Oh, you sad little weasel. You think you can cross Darmore's apostle and get away with it? Come on, Angler. Where's your loyalty? Where's that family business sense?
Hey, don't blame me. You're the one who spilled the beans here. And when were you going to tell us the 4 perils were part of the adversary experiment? As for my family, yeah, my sister would probably try to stop me.
So, let's wrap this up before she gets here.
Watch it! Huh? Why are those two fighting? Aren't they on the same side?
Hold on! Look over there!
Oh no. This is Hundun. It's the last of the 4 perils.
I thought the researchers took care of him.
If you call that taking care of him. You look surprised, Sage.
The old geezers had their quirks, to say the least, but they also had their own sense of duty and morality. They knew their experiments had done harm to people. They wanted to make things right and atone for their sins. Maybe they decided they weren't at fault for him.
Sentient. Is that really the first descriptor that comes to mind? Now we can talk privately. Yes, over here. Oh, don't mind those two fools. It's you I'd like to speak with. I've waited quite some time for you, after all. Yes, with the stairs down, my powers couldn't reach the residential district. But once you set foot inside here, you were in my domain. A vessel, a completed one no less. Even in this state, I've had quite a view of things down below. I must ask, how are you still intact? Completed vessels traditionally have a rather different destiny. Excuse me for a moment. All clear. Oh, this is interesting. An adversary off the path maintaining its ego? Is that even possible?
Hundun seems to know a lot.
Indeed. How about you, Sage? Anything to say?
So Hundun has been this place's power source since the end of the ancient gods' time. And he's been conscious all the while. Which, if I'm right, means he's also likely assimilated all the knowledge left in Odium. There were secrets only the old geezers knew.
Poor compensation for my lifetime of service to them. Oh, I have cursed my lot time and again. But if meeting you is part of that lot, then perhaps. Listen, Vessel. Come closer. I'll give you what the other two came here for. The last god sphere in Odium. It's what you wanted too, isn't it? The power to go against the gods? What other reason could there be for a vessel like yourself to come back to the laboratory? I'm afraid its power isn't quite what it was all those centuries ago, but it still has that same spark. This stone is what's kept my power cycling through this place. It's also what's kept me alive, which, of course, means I soon won't be. My body has been in that glass cage for eons. As you say, I am sentient, and because of that, I suffer even more. But the return of Kaling poses a threat to the world and to myself. And so, my sentience gives me a choice. For what purpose shall I give my life? To make trouble for her, that's purpose enough. Are you hesitating? Do you not need this power to save the world? A wise decision. You truly are unique among your kind. Though I will say again that the God Sphere is indeed well worn. It would take a highly specialized expert to restore it. I have done all I can. Even if my body falls into Kaling's hands, I will do no harm. Without the God Sphere, my body is nothing but ordinary matter. I wonder what those old fools would think of this vessel of theirs. I wish I could see their faces right now. Oh well, a small regret. But I know this vessel will upend the old order in a way that I never could. A pleasant thought for the end of this long life.
What just happened?
When did they get in? Wait, they have the God Sphere? How?
Well, no point in hiding it anymore. Besides, I suppose you've earned the right to know. There are people who could do something useful with the God Sphere in the realm of the sages. This is Shangri-La we're talking about. It's not a place you can walk to. There's a spell in place to keep it from outsiders. That's why we're just going to step right into this nice picture. Are you ready?
Hold it!
Well, are you happy now, Laha? This is why you were supposed to stay put until I brought Father here. Now they're gone with the God Sphere, and you've upset our guest. I've got to say, I'm disappointed.
Father...
Yes, Laha.
Father?
Oh, you're the angler boss? You look different. Oh, right. You exploded. New body, huh?
Greetings, Kaling, Apostle of Darmor. I'm sorry my daughter has been so ungracious. You know how unruly children can be. You take your eyes off them for 2 seconds.
She said it was all for you. So what now? You sure you want to make enemies with Darmor?
There's been a misunderstanding. She is my daughter, yes. But I never authorized what she did to you. That being said, of course, Darmor deserves more than a simple apology.
Father, please believe me. I did it all for you. Only for you.
I know, Laha. I designed you to bring me exactly what I wanted. You don't have to make excuses for that. You wanted to bring me the God Sphere and all the power of Odium. That's commendable.
Father...
You would never let me down. Not like your brother.
You mean... No, of course I wouldn't. I just did what you made me to do.
Yes. And thank you. Satisfied, Apostle? And of course, the peril is your property. Even without the God Sphere, I'm sure you'll find a use for it. It's all yours.
Your next mistake will be your last mistake. Consider yourself lucky. That's all the creatures I need. Now all I need is the God Sphere.
This business. Now, Senya, order the androids to haul out all the technology left in the lab. Whatever the old men left behind, I'm sure we can get something out of it.
Yes, Father. You killed her in front of me, to show that you could kill me too. And I know, you're more than capable of that. For now. But things do change. I should go see Kosum. Are you okay?
Indeed we are. Welcome to Shangri-La, the old geezer's retirement home.
Bye.